Hey Capricorn, I need to sit down with you for a moment because what just came through in this reading is something I have been waiting to share with you. I pulled the cards today, and honestly, the energy that showed up is so incredibly potent that I had to pause and really take in what the universe is trying to tell you. This is about a golden proposal that is heading your way, and I mean this in every sense of the word. We are talking about something that will genuinely shift the trajectory of your life in ways you have been hoping for but maybe did not dare to fully believe could happen. So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let me walk you through what I saw in these cards, because Capricorn, you are about to step into a chapter that you have been building towards for longer than you probably realize. The very first card that appeared in this reading is the Five of Wands. And I know what you might be thinking when you hear this card. Usually the Five of Wands talks about conflict, competition, maybe some chaos, or people not being on the same page. But here is what I want you to understand about this particular energy in the context of your reading. The Five of Wands is showing up at the beginning to represent where you have been, not where you are going. This card is painting a picture of the recent past or even the current moment, where you have been dealing with a lot of competing energies, possibly multiple opportunities pulling you in different directions, or perhaps various people in your life having different opinions about what you should do next. There has been this sense of having to navigate through a lot of noise, a lot of distractions, maybe even some people who have not been entirely supportive or who have been, creating unnecessary drama around your goals and ambitions. What makes this card particularly interesting in your spread is that it is showing me how much you have actually grown through this period of competition and challenge. Capricorn, you are an earth sign and you know how to handle obstacles. But what the Five of Wands is revealing is that you have been in a situation where the challenges were not just external but also internal. You have been wrestling with your own doubts, your own fears about whether you deserve the big break that you have been working towards. There might have been moments where you questioned if you were on the right path, if all the effort you have been putting in was actually going to pay off, or if you were just spinning your wheels while everyone around you seemed to be moving forward with ease. The Five of Wands energy can feel exhausting because it is not just one clear opponent or one clear problem to solve. It is multiple small battles happening simultaneously, and that can drain even the most resilient person. But here is the beautiful thing that I am seeing in how this card is positioned. The struggle that the Five of Wands represents has actually been preparing you for what is coming. Every single challenge, every moment where you had to stand your ground, every time you had to clarify your vision while others were trying to pull you in different directions. All of that has been sharpening your skills and strengthening your resolve. You have been in training, Capricorn, even if it did not feel like it at the time. The universe has been putting you through these paces because what is about to come your way requires someone who knows exactly what they want, someone who cannot be easily swayed by outside opinions, someone who has learned to trust their own judgment even when the path forward is not entirely clear. The Five of Wands has been your boot camp, and you are about to graduate with honors. Now, let me tell you about the second card that came through. And this is where things start to shift in a really exciting direction. The Eight of Wands appeared right after the Five of Wands. And if you know anything about tarot, you know that the Eight of Wands is one of the fastest moving cards in the entire deck. This is the card of swift action, rapid developments, things happening at a pace that might actually take your breath away. After the scattered energy of the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands is like suddenly finding yourself on a clear runway, with nothing blocking your path and everything aligned for takeoff. This is the universe telling you that the period of confusion and competition is coming to an end, and what is replacing it is momentum, clarity, and forward movement that will feel almost effortless compared to what you have been dealing with. The Eight of Wands often represents communication, messages, and information coming in quickly. In the context of this golden proposal that you're reading is centered around, I am seeing that whatever this opportunity is, it is going to come to you fast. This is not something that will drag out over months of negotiation or leave you waiting and wondering. When this proposal arrives, things are going to move quickly, and you will need to be ready to act. The Eight of Wands is showing me multiple possibilities arriving at once. But unlike the chaotic energy of the Five of Wands, these are all positive opportunities that align with your goals. You might find yourself in a position where you have to make decisions rapidly, where you need to trust your instincts and move forward without having every single detail figured out in advance. What I love about the Eight of Wands in your reading is that it is also indicating travel or movement, either literal or metaphorical. For some of you Capricorns, this golden proposal might actually involve physical relocation. a journey to a new place, or connections with people in different cities or even different countries. For others, the movement is more about a shift in your career trajectory or life path, a sense of finally being in motion after feeling stuck or stagnant for too long. The Eight of Wands does not mess around with slow, incremental progress. This is about quantum leaps, about suddenly finding yourself in a completely different position than you were just weeks or even days before. The speed of this card can be exhilarating, but also a bit overwhelming. So I want you to take a deep breath and trust that you are absolutely ready for this acceleration. You have done the work during the Five of Wands period, and now the universe is rewarding you with momentum. The third card in your reading is the Five of Swords, and I want to be really honest with you about what I am seeing here, because this card can be tricky to interpret, but it holds a crucial message for you. The Five of Swords traditionally deals with conflict, with winning at all costs, with situations where someone has gained an advantage, but perhaps not in the most honorable way. In some readings, this card can indicate betrayal or someone acting from a place of ego rather than integrity. But in your reading, Capricorn, the Five of Swords is showing up as a warning and also as a victory card. And I need to explain both aspects to you because they are equally important. First, the warning aspect of the Five of Swords is telling you that as this golden proposal comes your way and as things start moving quickly with the Eight of Wands, there may be someone in your orbit who is not happy about your success. This could be a colleague who feels competitive with you, a friend who has been secretly envious of your progress, or even a family member who has their own ideas about what you should be doing with your life. The Five of Swords is cautioning you to be aware that not everyone will celebrate your wins, and some people might even try to throw obstacles in your way or undermine your confidence right when you are about to step into this new opportunity. This is not about being paranoid or suspicious of everyone around you, but rather about being discerning and protecting your energy during this crucial transition period. However, and this is the equally important part, the Five of Swords is also showing up to tell you that you have already won a significant battle. There was a situation in your recent past where you had to stand up for yourself, where you had to set boundaries, where you had to walk away from something or someone that was not serving your highest good. The Five of Swords is acknowledging that this was not an easy decision and that there may have been some emotional fallout or some people who were not pleased with your choices. But you did what you needed to do. And that act of self-preservation and self-respect has actually cleared the path for this golden proposal to come through. Sometimes we have to disappoint others or ruffle some feathers in order to stay true to our own journey. And the Five of Swords is validating that you made the right call, even if it felt uncomfortable at the time. I am also seeing with the Five of Swords that you are learning an important lesson about picking your battles and not engaging with every conflict that presents itself. As a Capricorn, you have a strong sense of responsibility and you like to address problems head-on. But the Five of Swords is teaching you that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply walk away and let people have their opinions while you focus on your own goals. This golden proposal that is coming is going to require you to stay focused and not get distracted by petty drama or by people who want to pull you into their conflicts. You have bigger things to attend to, and the Five of Swords is reminding you that you have the strength and the wisdom to rise above the noise. Moving into the fourth card, we have the Eight of Pentacles and Capricorn. This is where I really started to see the full picture of what is happening for you. The Eight of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards for your sign because it represents mastery, dedication, the commitment to excellence, and the willingness to put in the detailed work that others might not be patient enough to do. This card shows someone who is at their craft, honing their skills, perfecting their technique, becoming an expert in their field. And what I am seeing is that this golden proposal is coming to you specifically because of the expertise you have developed, because of the time you have invested in becoming really good at what you do. The Eight of Pentacles is telling me that you have been working behind the scenes, possibly for quite a while, building your skills, expanding your knowledge, creating something of real value and substance. You have not been looking for shortcuts or trying to fake your way through. You have been committed to doing things the right way, to building a solid foundation, to creating work that you can be genuinely proud of. And here's the beautiful part. All of that dedication is about to be recognized and rewarded in a major way. The golden proposal that is coming is not some random stroke of luck or something that fell into your lap by chance. This is a direct result of the quality of work you have been producing and the reputation you have been building. I am seeing that the Eight of Pentacles is also indicating that this proposal might involve you stepping into a role where your specialized skills are specifically needed and valued. This could be a job offer that recognizes your expertise, a business opportunity that allows you to showcase your talents, a collaboration with someone who truly appreciates the level of craftsmanship you bring to your work, or even an educational opportunity that will allow you to further develop your mastery in your chosen field. Whatever form this proposal takes, it is going to be something that sees you for who you really are and what you are capable of, not some generic opportunity that could go to just anyone. This is tailored to your specific gifts and abilities. The Eight of Pentacles also carries an energy of apprenticeship and mentorship. And I am sensing that part of this golden opportunity might involve either learning from someone who is already at the level you aspire to reach, or potentially stepping into a position where you get to mentor others and share your knowledge. For Capricorn, who naturally gravitates towards roles of responsibility and leadership, this aspect of the Eight of Pentacles is particularly significant. You are being invited to step up into a more prominent position where your expertise will not only benefit you personally, but will also have a positive impact on others who are earlier in their journey. This is about legacy building, about contributing something meaningful to your field or your community, about being recognized as someone who truly knows their craft. The fifth card that appeared is the Sun. And Capricorn, when I pulled this card, I actually felt a wave of emotion because the Sun is pure joy, pure success, pure vitality, and life force energy. This is one of the most positive cards in the entire tarot deck. And its presence in your reading is absolutely confirming that this golden proposal is going to bring you genuine happiness and fulfillment. The Sun does not show up for mediocre opportunities or for things that look good on paper, but leave you feeling empty inside. The Sun appears when something is going to light you up from within, when you are going to feel truly alive and excited about your life in a way that you might not have experienced in quite some time. What I am seeing with the Sun is that this proposal is going to reconnect you with a sense of childlike joy and enthusiasm. Capricorn, you are known for being serious, responsible, practical, and sometimes you can get so focused on doing what you are supposed to do that you forget to check in with what actually makes your heart. Seeing the Sun is here to tell you that this opportunity is not just about career advancement or financial security, although those elements may certainly be present. This is about something that genuinely excites you, something that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning, something that reminds you why you started down this path in the first place. The Sun is bringing back your passion and your sense of purpose in the most beautiful way. The Sun also represents clarity and truth. Everything is illuminated under the light of the Sun, and there is no room for shadows or deception. This tells me that the golden proposal coming your way is going to be straightforward and genuine. There will not be hidden agendas or fine print that undermines the value of what is being offered. What you see is what you get, and what you are being offered is truly golden. The Sun encourages you to embrace this opportunity with an open heart, to let yourself be excited, to allow yourself to hope and dream without the cynicism or caution that might have protected you in the past but could now hold you back from fully receiving this blessing. I am also seeing that the Sun represents recognition and visibility. Your work, your talents, your contributions are about to be seen and celebrated in a public way. For some of you, this might mean literal public recognition, like awards or acknowledgments or a promotion that puts you in a more visible role. For others, it might be more about finally being appreciated by the people who matter most to you, finally having your efforts validated and valued in the way they deserve. The Sun does not hide in the shadows, and neither will you after this proposal comes through. You are stepping into your power and your light, and the world is going to notice. The sixth card is the Devil. And I know this might seem like a jarring contrast after the beautiful energy of the Sun, but stay with me because the Devil has an important message for you in this reading. The Devil card traditionally represents bondage, addiction, unhealthy attachments, materialism, or feeling trapped by circumstances or choices. In your reading, the Devil is showing up to highlight something you need to be aware of. As this golden proposal comes into your life, this is not a warning that the opportunity itself is bad or that you should be afraid of it. Rather, the Devil is pointing to internal patterns or external influences that could potentially interfere with your ability to fully embrace and enjoy what is coming. One interpretation I am seeing is that the Devil is asking you to examine any fear-based thinking or limiting beliefs that might make you hesitate. When this proposal arrives, Capricorn, you can sometimes be your own worst enemy when it comes to accepting good things into your life, because you worry about what might go wrong or whether you truly deserve such good fortune. The Devil can represent that voice in your head that says you are not ready, that you need to wait longer, that you should be cautious to the point of passing up genuine opportunities. The devil is asking you to recognize these self-sabotaging patterns so that when the golden proposal appears, you do not talk yourself out of it or create unnecessary obstacles based on fear rather than fact. Another layer of the devil in your reading is about being mindful of attachments that no longer serve you. As you step into this new opportunity, there may be old habits, old relationships, old ways of doing things that you will need to release in order to fully embrace the new path. The devil can indicate being chained to the familiar even when the familiar is not actually good for us. You might need to let go of a job that feels safe but stifling, a relationship that has run its course, a living situation that no longer supports your growth, or even internal narratives about who you are and what you are capable of. The devil is not here to scare you, but to liberate you by showing you where you might still be holding yourself back. I am also seeing that the devil can sometimes represent the shadow side of success and ambition. As this golden proposal brings new opportunities and potentially new levels of achievement, you will want to be mindful of staying grounded and connected to your values. The devil warns against becoming so focused on external markers of success that you lose sight of what truly matters to you, or becoming so driven by ambition that you sacrifice your well-being or your relationships. This is about finding balance and making sure that as you rise to new heights, you bring your whole self along for the journey rather than leaving important parts of yourself behind in the pursuit of achievement. The seventh card is the Nine of Cups. And if you know tarot at all, you know that this card is often called the wish fulfillment card. Capricorn, the appearance of the Nine of Cups in your reading is basically the universe putting a giant exclamation point on everything we have been discussing. This is confirmation that what is coming your way is not just a good opportunity. It is the manifestation of something you have been hoping for, wishing for, working towards for potentially a very long time. The Nine of Cups represents deep emotional satisfaction, contentment, getting what you want in a way that genuinely nourishes your soul. What I love about the Nine of Cups in your spread is that it comes after the devil, which tells me that once you work through any fear or limiting beliefs that the devil highlighted, you are going to step into a period of genuine abundance and happiness. The Nine of Cups is someone sitting contentedly with 9 cups arranged around them, representing emotional fulfillment in multiple areas of life. This suggests that the golden proposal coming your way is going to have a positive ripple effect across different aspects of your world. It is not just about one thing getting better while everything else stays the same. This is about an overall elevation in your quality of life, in your sense of well-being, in your confidence and happiness. The Nine of Cups is also telling me that you are entering a phase where you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. After all the hard work represented by the Eight of Pentacles, after navigating the challenges of the Five of Wands, after the swift changes of the Eight of Wands, you are finally arriving at a place where you can sit back, take a breath, and actually enjoy what you have created and attracted into your life. For Capricorn, who is always thinking about the next goal or the next mountain to climb, the Nine of Cups is giving you permission to pause and celebrate, to acknowledge how far you have come, to let yourself feel proud and satisfied with what you have accomplished. I'm also seeing that the Nine of Cups can indicate celebrations, gatherings, and sharing your joy with others. When this golden proposal comes through, you are going to want to celebrate, and you should absolutely do that. Let yourself be excited. Let yourself share the good news with people who genuinely care about you. Let yourself mark this moment as significant. The Nine of Cups energy is generous and abundant, and it wants you to spread that positive energy around rather than keeping it all to yourself out of modesty or fear of making others jealous. Your success and happiness do not diminish anyone else, and the people who truly love you will be thrilled to see you thriving. The 8th card in your reading is the Two of Pentacles, and this card is bringing a really practical and grounded message about what to expect as you move forward with this golden proposal. The Two of Pentacles represents balance, juggling multiple priorities, adaptability, and the need to stay flexible as circumstances change. After the wish fulfillment of the Nine of Cups, the Two of Pentacles is letting you know that while amazing things are coming your way, you will need to be organized and resourceful in managing all the new elements that will be entering your life. The Two of Pentacles often shows up when someone is managing multiple projects, wearing different hats, or trying to balance various aspects of life that all need attention. In the context of your golden proposal, this could mean that the opportunity coming your way might actually be multifaceted, perhaps involving several different components or requiring you to develop skills in new areas. It might also indicate that as one area of your life expands and flourishes, you will need to make adjustments in other areas to maintain overall balance. For example, If the proposal involves a demanding new career opportunity, you might need to figure out how to balance that with personal relationships or self-care practices. What I appreciate about the Two of Pentacles is that it shows someone who is successfully managing complexity with grace and even a sense of playfulness. The traditional image on this card shows a figure juggling two pentacles while dancing, which suggests that while there may be a lot to handle, you are absolutely capable of doing so without becoming overwhelmed or stressed. The Two of Pentacles is telling you to stay flexible, to be willing to adjust your approach as needed, and to remember that balance is not about perfect equilibrium, but rather about dynamic movement and adaptation. The Two of Pentacles can also relate to financial matters and decisions about resources. Given that we are talking about a golden proposal, there may be financial considerations or negotiations involved. The Two of Pentacles advises you to be smart and practical about money matters, to read contracts carefully, to make sure you understand the financial implications of any decisions you make, and to possibly seek advice from people with expertise in areas where you are less knowledgeable. This is not about being overly cautious to the point of paralysis, but rather about being informed and responsible. As you step into this new opportunity, I'm also seeing that the Two of Pentacles can indicate a transition period where you are managing both the old and the new simultaneously. You might be wrapping up existing commitments while starting to engage with new opportunities. Or you might be in a phase where you have one foot in your current situation and one foot in the future you are moving towards. The Two of Pentacles reassures you that this in-between phase is temporary, and that you have the skills and the resilience to navigate it successfully. Just stay present, stay organized, and trust your ability to handle whatever comes your way. The ninth card that came through is the Two of Wands and Capricorn. This card is so powerful for you right now because it represents planning, vision, decision-making, and standing at a crossroads with the world in your hands. The Two of Wands shows someone looking out at the horizon, holding a globe, contemplating their next move with a sense of confidence and possibility. This is the energy of someone who has achieved a certain level of success or stability and is now considering what comes next, what bigger vision they want to pursue, what new territories they want to explore. In the context of your reading, the Two of Wands is telling me that the golden proposal coming your way is going to require you to make an important decision. This is not something that will be decided for you or that will unfold automatically. You are being invited to step up and actively choose your path, to claim your power as the architect of your own life, to decide what kind of future you want to create. The Two of Wands is a card of personal sovereignty and leadership, and it is calling you to own your authority and make bold choices based on your vision rather than on fear or on what others expect of you. What I find particularly exciting about the Two of Wands in your spread is that it suggests the proposal coming your way is not just a single opportunity, but rather the beginning of a much larger journey. This is like being offered a passport to a whole new world of possibilities. The Two of Wands is asking you to think big, to not limit yourself to just accepting what is offered, but to consider how you might expand upon it, how you might use this opportunity as a launching pad for even greater adventures and achievements. You are being encouraged to be ambitious, to dream without limits, to recognize that you are capable of far more than you might have been allowing yourself to imagine. The Two of Wands also carries themes of partnership and collaboration, which suggests that this golden proposal might involve working with others in new ways, forming strategic alliances, or connecting with people who share your vision and who can help you bring your biggest dreams to life. The Two of Wands person is not isolated or working alone. They are reaching out across distances, making connections, building bridges. For Capricorn, who can sometimes be very independent and self-reliant to the point of not asking for help when you need it, the Two of Wands is reminding you that collaboration and partnership can amplify your success and make the journey much more enjoyable and sustainable. The 10th and final card in your reading is the Hanged Man. And I want to spend some time with this card because it is one of the more mysterious and often misunderstood cards in tarot. And its placement at the end of your reading carries a profound message. The Hanged Man represents surrender, letting go, seeing things from a new perspective, spiritual insight, and the willingness to pause and reflect rather than constantly pushing forward. At first glance, this might seem like an odd card to end a reading about a golden proposal and exciting new opportunities. But the Hanged Man is actually bringing you a message of deep wisdom that will serve you well as you move forward. The Hanged Man is telling you that in order to fully receive and integrate this golden proposal into your life, you may need to surrender some of your old ways of thinking and being. The Hanged Man hangs upside down, seeing the world from an entirely different angle. And this card is inviting you to be willing to shift your perspective, to let go of control, to trust in a process that might not unfold exactly as you planned. For Capricorn, who likes to have a clear plan and who feels most comfortable when they are in control of outcomes, the Hanged Man asks you to develop faith and to be willing to go with the flow even when you cannot see every step of the path ahead. The Hanged Man can also represent a period of waiting or a necessary pause before action. Even though the Eight of Wands indicated that things will move quickly, the Hanged Man suggests there may be moments where you need to step back, reflect, and allow things to unfold in their own timing rather than trying to force or rush the process. This is about developing patience and trusting that everything is happening exactly as it should, even if the timeline does not match your preferences. The Hanged Man teaches that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is nothing at all, simply allowing space for transformation to occur. I am also seeing that the Hanged Man represents a spiritual awakening or a deeper understanding of your life purpose. This golden proposal is not just about external success or material gain, although those elements may certainly be part of it. The Hanged Man is telling you that this opportunity is ultimately about your spiritual growth and evolution, about becoming more of who you truly are, about aligning your outer life with your inner truth. The Hanged Man invites you to consider what you are willing to sacrifice or release in order to live more authentically. What old identities or roles you might need to let die so that new aspects of yourself can be born. So, Capricorn, as I bring this reading to a close, I want you to really take in the full picture of what these cards are revealing. You have been through a period of challenge and competition represented by the Five of Wands, and you are now moving into a phase of rapid forward movement with the Eight of Wands. The golden proposal that is coming your way is a recognition of your mastery and dedication shown in the Eight of Pentacles, and it will bring you the joy and fulfillment of the Sun and the wish fulfillment of the Nine of Cups. You will need to be aware of old patterns, highlighted by the Devil, and maintain balance. As shown in the Two of Pentacles, you have important decisions to make about your future as indicated by the Two of Wands. And ultimately, this entire journey is about surrendering to a higher purpose and trusting the wisdom of the Hanged Man. This is your time, Capricorn. Everything you have been working towards, everything you have been hoping for, everything you have been building is about to pay off in a major way. The golden proposal that is coming is not just any opportunity. It is the opportunity that will shift your trajectory and open doors you might not have even known existed. Trust yourself, trust the process, and get ready to step into a level of success and happiness that you absolutely deserve. The universe has been watching your dedication and your perseverance, and now it is time for you to receive your rewards.